What was it like when you worked as a trainer in NXT?
I mean, like the Performance Center, I'm sure everybody's seen the videos on it and the specials that they've done, but it was a multi-million dollar complex patterned after the NFL training centers, and it was like the best of the best. I mean, you could at any point go into the coaches locker room and have 60 years worth of knowledge from all the coaches that were in there, and then all the technology that WWE has. They can pull up pretty much any video instantaneously, and you could talk at the time when Dusty Rhodes was there, and then Terry Taylor was there, and Billy Gunn, and all these people that you could draw experience from. I mean, I was just excited. I was almost like one of the talent because I was learning so much. It enhanced my career as a coach, as a performer, but as a promoter as well.
The current batch of up-and-coming wrestlers really got it good if they're in the WWE system. I mean, it's nothing like how it was in the past, is it?
No, like in OVW, the building that we ran was modest, to put it nicely. There was no heat, there was no air conditioning, and it was hot during the summer and cold during the winter. But that's the way you learned. You learned in the ring by experience, and now you've really got the best of the best. I don't necessarily know which one is better, but what WWE has now is definitely spectacular. And it's the story that I heard was when Triple H was transitioning from primarily an on-air performer to office, that Vince had him go around to each of the departments. You're going to go to marketing, you're going to go to payroll, you're going to go to this and this, and give a report back on how that department works. And from what I heard, Triple H is like, well, everything is spectacular. It all has a mark of excellence, WWE mark of excellence, but that developmental system's a little bit messed up because, I mean, at the time it was an independent wrestling company that WWE was using to train their talent. And then Vince goes, okay, well, you'll be in charge of that. So all of a sudden now Triple H got to reinvent the whole developmental system and give it that mark of excellence that WWE has across the board on everything.
I never heard that Triple H went and witnessed all the different rules that WWE was doing, going into the finance section, going into the performance side. I think that's great. Obviously, training him up to take the helm at some point down the line.
Well, I mean, it was a transition for a lot of us to go from, like I said, an indie wrestling company to then the bright lights of WWE, and to make that, from the get-go, if you're going to hire world-class talent and world-class, performers, you can't send them to a building that has mice and rats and has no air conditioning. Although I love that building and that's where I was trained, I understood, Triple H is like, we have to set that mark of excellence, from the minute we hire. If you're going to get some guy that was in the NFL and he's going to come in here, it's difficult to, go a step down. I hope that comes off correctly because I don't want to diminish anything the way I trained, but it's that mark of excellence that WWE has across the board that makes them the number one sports entertainment company of all time.
Absolutely. You can only make a first impression once.
Oh, yeah!